Now, for years, the US has been spending hundreds of billions of dollars on its nuclear arsenal, but with a spate of scandals surrounding the units responsible for the thousands of warheads and an ageing infrastructure, questions are being asked over the security of the world's deadliest weapons. Gayane Chichakyan explains.
In a field where there is no room for error, a series of scandals is haunting the management of land-based nuclear missiles. Earlier this year, 91 officers were implicated in a test cheating scandal. It's 20% of all officers who are in charge of some of America's deadliest weapons. The Air Force removed the entire chain of command at the base where it happened.
While investigating those missileers' personal cell phones as part of the drug investigation, OSI agents found test material on them.
Investigations of drug possession by missile officers also made headlines, and there was more.
This week, the Air Force says the entire wing failed a safety and security inspection.
U.S. land-based missile facilities failed safety and security inspections several times in recent years, although the Air Force does not reveal specifics of the failures and insists that the weapons are safe. But not everyone is at ease as reports about security breach continue to come in.
It was 1 year ago that 2 nuclear officers were actually breaking security rules because they left an underground command center blast door open. That's where you get in and actually set off the nukes. One of the officers actually fell asleep.
When CBS crew traveled to one of 3 land-based missile sites in the U.S., they found aging infrastructure and revealed that the men and women who oversee some of the world's deadliest weapons have trouble hearing what is being said on their phones.
They're awful. Yeah, they're not so great.
What isn't great about them? Is it what, the hearing, or is it that you can't connect when you make a call?
It's both. I mean, you can't hear the other person on the other end of the line. Sometimes you can't dial out, which makes it very difficult if you're trying to do your job.
The Obama administration's plans for the U.S. nuclear weapons complex, including modernization of bombs and delivery systems, will cost the country about $355 billion over the next decade.
But there's something about this story that's important, which is that every time the U.S. is about to begin a new cycle of introducing a new generation of nuclear weapons, there's always complaints about misconduct, faulty weaponry, the fact that the United States is lagging behind, isn't keeping up with world standards, and that usually is used as a pretext to accelerate another stage of what used to be called the arms race.
Of course, some of the complaints will help the government raise money to modernize its nuclear complex. But the scandals also show what a challenge it is just to keep the weapons safe. In Washington, I'm Gayane Chichakyan, RT.